Holyhead Wales was our final port of our cruise, and there were several good and bad things about this port stop. The good things, this was going to be an epic adventure to a massive castle with a great history. Caernarfon Castle was built in 1283 by King Edward I of England as one of about a dozen castles he built all around Wales to sort of intimidate all the Welsh princes who were giving him, the monarch of Great Britain, a hard time. So he built this massive castle in only 47 years. However, it was the most expensive castle ever built by the British Crown, so it nearly bankrupted the monarchy. But it built an impressive castle, and we were really excited to see it. We had our tour guide, who was actually an archaeologist for over 20 years, who worked on excavating this castle. So he was full of fabulous information, and we were so excited about it. Now for the bad. It was so windy that day that it was very hard to even hear our tour guide. We were all bundled up with heavy hats and gloves, and it was just miserable. So we did the best we could to tour the castle. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of sound for this because of the wind. So I'll show you what we saw. We rummaged around in all the little tunnels and turrets and walkways. It is massive, and it's really enjoyable. I do recommend you go see it. But it was a difficult day. So here we go, Caernarfon Castle.
Mistakes. So Henry III built two castles in Wales, Deganwy and Holt, and because he's not a very good soldier, he doesn't really think things through very well. What the Welsh do is they look at these heavily armoured knights and all this.
The Queen's Gate.
Beautiful door.
Yeah.
Matches that one lady's black coat with the button.
You reading Gaelic?
Yeah, I was reading Gaelic.
So this area right here with the benches used to be the Great Hall, which is no longer standing. And this shows the tools for making the rocks to build the castle. The castle is full of wonderful displays of Welsh history and rulers, and we tried our best in our 2-hour time to visit as many rooms as we could, but it was really hard. There was so much to see there. As you can see, there are a lot of tourists here on the day we're here, and I think that is probably pretty typical. This is a huge tourist attraction for people visiting the British Isles, and it's definitely worth a visit if you're able to get to Wales. It is sort of out of the way, so you do have to plan ahead. To get to a lot of these rooms, you had to go through spiral staircases, and luckily they had these ropes that hung on the side to help you get up and down the stairways, as they're very narrow and very dark.
Takes you up to the upper roof where we just walked out.
Okay. What do you think of Caernarfon
Yeah, sure.
Castle?
That's the short name.
Caernarfon. Impressive. So now we're gonna walk around the town of Caernarfon. Unfortunately, it was a Sunday, so not much was open today. We didn't get a chance for Ron to get his beer, which he always gets at every port, and we didn't get a chance to have any lunch or snacks or anything.
Oh my
There were a
goodness.
couple of bakeries open, but we opted just to go back to the bus.
Isn't it?
Wow.
So if you enjoyed this video and found the information useful, please give us a thumbs up and think about subscribing and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. We have lots more adventures coming up. This is the end of this British cruise, but we've got lots of adventures going on back home in New Mexico. Lots of camping, hiking, and backpacking, and you don't want to miss a thing. So, as I always say, get out there and hug a tree, and thanks for watching.